Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing my part on the internal and external analysis of Sony, and I'm going to start off talking about the values and missions of the company, and the purpose is to fill the world with the emotion through the power of creativity and technology, and some of the main values that they think are important are the dreams, diversity, integrity, and sustainability that it takes to be able to grow as a large company. Primary competitive advantage is their ability to be leaders in multiple market segmentations like consumer appliances, TVs and stereos, the laptops and desktop photography, and gaming and movies, including shows and TV shows as well. So having their hands in multiple tech industries. Some generic building blocks, their competitive advantage is being the most successful in their gaming industry when their sales are over 18 or over 1,800 billion yen and or 1.8 billion yen. Efficiency in mass producing several of their products as well, shipping over 79 million PS4s during their campaign of the PS4 coming out. Also, Sony is a well-known brand in their quality and been innovative since 1946, continuing to expand in their market segmentation. Also, they are growing from their customer responsiveness and feedback, so always being able to grow from what their customers think of their company and their products, as well as other businesses. Distinctive competence is them being a part of several different markets and being successful at the same time, being such a large company. Some more about the internal analysis is it's hard to imitate us. Being such a large company, credible in quality, and brand loyalty is something that's hard to imitate. You can't just get overnight or get in a couple of years. You have to have a company growing for over 50 plus years like Sony has. Strong building blocks is we're well developed as a mature corporation, and always looking for being successful in a new market, and having such a strong distribution channel, just like being able to be good in the United States and in Japan with their gaming industry. Moving on to the external analysis, performance of our competitors is actually pretty high. So you got people like Samsung that are generating about 160 billion more than what we are on a revenue basis, and HTC is a key technology competitor as well, having over 100,000 fewer employees, so having their costs lower, as well as being a competitor. Dell just being pretty much exactly like Sony, as well as being such a long and well-known name in the tech industry, being able to be competition continually throughout the years, and Dell gets most of their revenue from laptops and desktops only as well. The intensity of this competition is very high, having so many different big companies in the tech industry, and having Sony being able to have their hands in many different parts of the market. Six forces that kind of break down the external analysis of Sony's industry is that the risk of entry would be very high. I mean, not many businesses would probably want to start up going in there, but the competition is so high that it would be hard to enter, based on the suppliers being half of the competition and the other half being companies that have been around for a while. Rivalry for someone like Sony would be like Samsung, LG, Dell, Apple, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Some bargaining power from buyers would be there's lots of different businesses and quality products to choose from. Suppliers bargaining would be some of the competition are suppliers, so it makes it hard when it comes to gaining a competitive advantage over the competition. But It also, there's a lot to choose from, so you don't have to go through competition to be a supplier. Um, a close substitute for something like the gaming industry could be like Microsoft with their Xbox and Nintendo with their Switch. Complementary products, for example, in the gaming industry, there's plenty of things like having edited controllers, helping making your gameplay better, like in first-person shooters and stuff like that, like Fortnite and Call of Duty. Having paddles on the controllers or modded controllers, that's something that's an aftermarket kind of complementary product. To move on to the business level strategy, they focus on the differentiation of their products, so like their uniqueness, so like PlayStation being so comparative advantage based on their graphics and gaming compared to the rest. So market segmentations that we have are like advertising, when having a sports game, advertising in the middle of a athletic event, or having it occur during a movie on a specific channel. Some main driving forces would be the diverse background in other markets and being able to be in the entertainment industry, so they're going to have to continue to produce new products and stuff. So like entertainment industry could be like, Spider-Man, the new Venom movie, stuff like that they've had their hands in. They also have exclusive games for their gaming, so big thing is their VR, and they only have specific games that can play on their VR. Other advantages of their business level strategy would just be continuing to gain brand loyalty and product quality, as well as their product being unique. It's hard to have a sustainable competitive advantage in this business because it always goes up and down. So they've had their rough patches and they have their good patches. But being in the tech industry, you have to be on your toes and innovative, because it seems like every 6 months something new is coming out. So one thing that Sony likes to focus on a lot is their technology aspect of their strategy, but in this case it's not their biggest factor. So it is a big factor for Sony being successful, being able to compete in several different tech industries, and its big focus is this, but it's not its main focus. Well, this gains revenue and brand loyalty across markets. It also spreads the company a little too thin. And we'll be going to Kelly on the global strategy.